Good morning, motherfuckers. Lone wolf in the bush. And we are in the bush. I feel quite a bit primitive and wild, because, could you find a nicer place to take a shit? The joys of living outside, right? You get a view while you poop. And, good little anxiety attack because there's coyotes fucking everywhere. And they are fucked up around here. Coyotes usually aren't very scary, people. I'm sure all of you out there fucking already know this if you're in the bush. But they got this distemper shit here. They won't give up. They don't fucking care. I have a 130-pound cane corso, a German shepherd, and a cattle dog. No fear. My cane corso, he's a fucking mean motherfucker, man. People are terrified of him, especially the police. But he took a motherfucker right out. I had to pull him off this fucking animal. And then, like, an hour later, it's just sitting outside my fucking tent going, like, it wants to fucking hang out with us. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a little weird, man. Got chased by one with the dog one day. Don't run away, though. Just don't take your eyes off the motherfuckers. Don't turn your back to them. Which usually shouldn't be a problem with coyotes. Usually they're so terrified of us. But the distemper, man, they're just zombified. And I turned my back to the male there a couple weeks ago, about twice, ladies and gentlemen. And both times I tried to turn my back and carry on walking with a large-ass dog, it jolted about 20 yards. So, in lieu of that, in Canada, in Ontario anyway, in Northern Ontario, Canadian Shield and such, we have something called the bush law. And that means if an animal comes onto your area, into your space, and is causing a threat, a wild animal, not somebody's pet. Well, up north, people's dogs can. But anyway, you can legally take them down. So, yes, people would say, yeah, but you gotta have a gun license and a gun and everything, right? No, ladies and gentlemen, a bow and arrow is legal. A crossbow, it's legal. Killing an animal on your property that's showing a threat, that's fucking legal. So keep that in mind while you're out pooping in the forest. You can legally possess a lethal weapon and use it. But remember, big knives, axes, and the shit that some of us gypsies carry around with us, when we get into the bigger towns and bigger cities we got to go through, you got to remember, carrying these things and having them, yes, it's legal, but it's got to be locked when you're transporting it through a city. You can't have arrowheads attached to the arrows. You got to be smart about it. And a weapon is only a weapon when you use it as a weapon. So if you're carrying a big knife on you, it's just a tool. You take that knife out on anybody, it's a fucking weapon. Same goes with a stick, though. So a guy in this town was shot dead with fucking having a stick in his hand by a 22-year-old cop. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my fucking poop and think about what kind of videos to shoot for y'all. Because I'm sick and tired of just chilling and fucking seeing all this cool shit that I see and worry about putting shit on YouTube because of some of you assholes out there are not getting views. Because at the end of the day, if I make it to be an old man, I'll get to kick back, with my fucking stupid TV and watch these videos that I made when I was 40 years old. Somebody's freaking out right now. Clearly, somebody's dog has gotten into a coyote. That's the thing about this area, ladies and gentlemen. This is in a town of 15,000 people, and we're below the Blue Mountains here, which is not mountains, it is a hill. Yes, it is made of rock, however, it is just a hill. It's not like the Rockies in Alberta and British Columbia or the mountains in Newfoundland and all over that fucking cool parts of Canada. Because, quite frankly, Ontario is a shithole. An overpriced shithole. Thanks, Trudeau. Goof. So we're gonna keep putting out little videos, shorts, longs, whatever the fuck. I'm just gonna shoot shit, talk to the camera, and put it out there. And hope maybe one day I can be as rich as all these other motherfuckers that are buying supercars because people watch their videos. I don't want none of that shit, man. These people buy all this stuff. If I ever got like these guys get on YouTube, I would buy a piece of land. I would build something for my future. I wouldn't just be fucking blowing money on stupid shit. No. I would build a beautiful place and I would help charities in some which way. But other than that, I just plan for the future, because it's fucking coming, people. 40 hit fast, it seems. But that's okay. We're here chilling. We got camp. We got wood. It's a fucking mess right now because of the storm. And we got the bush. Soon there'll be some trout floating in there when spring comes. And the trout run goes, we'll be able to nail some nice Lakers. I'm hoping. And the brown trout come up. The one river, I know that. But yeah. I guess that's it for today, guys. Stay safe. Get yourselves up. Get out. Go for a walk in the forest. Get in touch with nature, man. There's too much in the city that just is out to fuck with your brain and just keep you pinned down. We don't need to be pinned down. There's a whole fucking world and one life to live. And my belief is that God didn't put us here to work some fucking 9-to-5 job our whole lives. I survived just fine off fucking nickels and dimes. Facts. One love, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.